Welcome to today's video where I'm going to be introducing you to a brand new brand that is launching called Dieverune Cosmetics, and they are launching their very first eyeshadow palette called the Moth and the Moon. And here's the outside packaging. Fun fact, I did design this logo for them. So this is the moth I created, and there is a hidden DC, or the abbreviation for Dieverune Cosmetics, in its wings. So let's take a look at the inside color story. And this palette was sent to me, and I am obviously biased. I'm not going to be claiming I'm not biased. Let's just get into the inside color story because I think it's breathtaking. It is definitely a little bit fall, but like a spin on, brighter, fun fall. I love that we have all the mattes in one row and then all the shimmers in the other row. And the shimmers in here are so shiny and so beautiful. There is a couple of different textures, and not all of them are multi-chrome. So the more textured shades are this one up here, this one on the bottom, a little bit the orange one, just a little bit, but the rest of these are very, very smooth. The green is a regular shimmer, not a duochrome or multi-chrome or anything else, but the rest of these shades are pretty special, and you can see that from the swatches. And the palette is launching today. I'm not sure at the time I'm filming this how much it will cost, but I will put all that information down in the description box. And I do have a non-affiliated code, which I'll put up on the screen in case you're interested in the palette and you want to save some money. So I'm going to be creating these two looks that you see on right now, and I'll give you some of my thoughts at the end of the video. So let's get right into it. Primed with the paint pot from MAC in Soft Ochre, and I'm picking up this coral shade and I'm popping that right into the crease and just blending it. I was so nicely, and look at how pigmented it is. I'm just gonna bring this, just whatever is left out here, into the outer corner, a little bit underneath my lower lash line. I'm gonna pick up this denim blue and pop that right in the outer corner. Obviously don't really want to blend this in with the peach too much, but I do want to just bring it a little bit just to kind of mesh them together. And I'm gonna wipe off my brush so that I'm just blending whatever product is on my actual eyelid. This shade of blue is so good with a peach. I love this color combo. And I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more right out here and underneath my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna bring just a little bit more of it out here. Clean blending brush with some setting powder on it and just going over the edges. Gonna go in with this shade. I'm just gonna pick it up with my pinky. It does feel quite slick. I would be careful with that one. Oh, that's so pretty. Just gonna extend it a little bit close to my lash line across the rest of my lid. And then I'm picking up this iridescent shade on this small brush from ColourPop, and I misted it with some water, and I'm gonna pop that right onto the inner portion. Look at that. This one looks just like Radiance from Clionadh. Oh, that is so fun together. And then I can also bring this on the inner corner just as a little highlight. This one layered over this color would be so amazing. Here's the first finished look. Picking up this burgundy shadow, and I already primed again with the MAC paint pot in Soft Ochre. And I'm just gonna pat that onto this outer corner. I do feel like this one is applying a little bit sheer, and it's just taking a little bit of building up. Picking up this light purple, and I'm gonna use that to blend this out on the outer corner. I'm gonna pack it on a little bit. It definitely is on the sheer side. I feel like it's not really blending into the shade, so maybe I should have started with that and then blended this into it. So just taking the shade back to the kind of burgundy shadow, and then I'm taking just some setting powder on a clean, fluffy blending brush and just feathering this out further. I'm gonna go back in a little bit with this brush and whatever might be left on it. And then I'm gonna go in with the orange shade, the very last shade. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. That is so punchy. Oh my goodness, that is such a pretty shade. I feel like these two shades together look very Halloween-y. And then again, taking some setting powder. I'm gonna go back in with this shade on the outer corner, just a little bit more. Ooh, love me a good purple. And I'm just gonna pop that right onto the center of my lid. Just kind of tapping it on. And then along my lash line when I get to the inner portion of my lid. Taking this small color pop brush into this orange. And I did mist it. This one picks up a little chunky. Oh, that is so sparkly and so pretty. That is perfect for this inner portion where I put the orange. Look at that. That's so pretty. I'm going to also pop it on the inner corner just a little bit. A little bit of it there. Picking up this light green, and it's going to go underneath the rest of my lower lash line. A little bit more. Here's a second finished look. So first let's talk about the shimmers. These are so beautiful. Some are a little bit more sparkly than others, and I did mention slight textural differences in here, which I always appreciate. They do feel pretty creamy, but not squishy. They just feel like very emollient, which I will need to test out wear time wise. Since I do have hooded oily lids, I tend to have some creasing, which I don't really mind anymore because it's bound to happen as long as I can just tap it out throughout the day. A little goes a long way, especially with this shade and this shade. It pick up a little bit heavier, and if you're using a brush, it does pick up a little bit flaky. Blue Iridescent Shifty shade is so shiny, so smooth, so metallic, and really shifty. I have to compare this one to Radiance from Clionadh. It is just spectacular. I love anything iridescent. I can never have enough iridescent shadows, honestly. So I do really enjoy the shimmers in here. So moving on to the mattes, I do feel like they are on the thinner side. The coral shade, the denim shade, and the orange shade were really nice, like really just very pigmented. But I did notice this shade and this shade just really having to build them up and keep building them up. I do very much enjoy the color story. I think you can create some very fun looks, some actually more fall-like looks with a little bit of pops of bright colors, as well as I think this would be great spring summer palettes. I'm so excited to see what is coming next from Dieverune Cosmetics, and I will also link the brand's Instagram page as well as the shop. I'm just so excited I was finally able to film this video because I knew that this was coming and I was just so excited. So let me know in the comments below which look was your favorite, and also what do you think of the first palette? What do you think of Dieverune Cosmetics? Are you excited to see what they're coming out with? What would you like to see from them? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.